cabinet reshuffle could spell the end of plans for an estuary airport in the Thames. The Mayor of London, Boris Johnson, says that the decision to move Transport Secretary Justine Greening shows that the government is intent on what he calls the simply mad expansion of Heathrow Airport.
Justine Greening had made clear her opposition to a new runway at Heathrow and was preparing to launch a consultation considering alternatives, including 2 proposals to build an airport in the Thames Estuary. Simon Jones reports.
He said building an airport in the Thames Estuary could be the single biggest and bravest project we do. But now Boris Johnson believes that plan could be in jeopardy following the removal of Justine Greening as Transport Secretary. He said, "There can only be one reason to move her, and that is to expand Heathrow Airport. It is simply mad to build a new runway in the middle of West London. We will fight this all the way."
An estuary airport has always been, for Boris, a way of avoiding a third runway at Heathrow. His key consideration has been trying to stop Heathrow expansion, and he's thrown out what I would say is this pie-in-the-sky idea of an estuary airport. There have been all these proposals, there have been supposed estimates of how much it's going to cost, huge underestimates. It's just such an extraordinarily difficult, lengthy, expensive thing to do.
On a visit to Kent last week, the then Transport Secretary insisted Boris Island was up for consideration.
I've no doubt that people like the Mayor of London will want to pursue that option and develop it, and of course the call for evidence is all about understanding what our key options are, and then once we've done that we can start to evaluate them and hopefully take some decisions around what the right approach is for Britain.
Here in Cliff, where a few years back they successfully fought off plans for a new airport here, many have been watching proposals for Boris Island just up the road with increasing concern, and they hope that today's developments with the Cabinet could kill off that idea once and for all.
My mum and dad's been here for 16 years and we've never had a problem with loudness or noise, so having the airport close would be quite a disruption.
I think Heathrow and Stansted and Gatwick are already there. How much would it cost for the tunnel through to Gatwick?